In today's video, we are talking the DoorDash algorithm and how it truly works. If you're feeling like 1 hour you're getting so many DoorDash orders, you're making money, and then the next hour just crickets, it's because the DoorDash algorithm is set a certain way. But do we even know what that is? Well, today we are going to master the DoorDash algorithm and how it truly works. Drivers, you must know this so you can work smarter and either play the DoorDash game or not. So, why should Dashers know this information? Why must you know the algorithm? Well, it's a complicated thing, but not really once we break it down. But DoorDash has changed so much over the past couple of years. I feel like as Dashers, and I'm going to put myself into that, if you don't adapt with DoorDash and you don't adapt with the changes that they make to the platform, you are going to be left behind and you aren't going to be making as much money as you used to make. Will you always make some money on DoorDash? Yes. But I think we can all agree we are all out here to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time as we possibly can. But sometimes the algorithm works for us and sometimes it works against us. But you should know this information and you should know how it works so you can make better decisions and you're in the know. So when you do get the orders you have a better understanding about DoorDash and how orders are actually sent to you. So what is the DoorDash algorithm and how does it work? Now, I am not a tech person by any means. A lot of what I'm going to tell you is coming right from all the research I've done because I always want to understand what I do daily and how the app actually works. Now, you can kind of take it for what it is. You can try to understand it, but keep in mind when you're going through this, I think this honestly answers, does platinum or any of the tiers really make a difference on the DoorDash platform? And we'll answer that a little later in this video. So the DoorDash algorithm, it's known as deep red, and it uses a very complex, according to what I've read, real-time optimization system to match orders with actual Dashers by actually considering a composite score, and it's based on factors like your acceptance rate, your completion rate, your on-time rate, along with real-time variables such as distance and restaurant prep time. There is a lot that goes into this, and we're going to get into it. The goal of the algorithm and DoorDash is to improve both delivery speed, so that's the DoorDash side of it, and Dasher efficiency, assigning orders to Dashers who are most likely to accept and perform well on the platform. Dasher performance metrics, so your ratings, are continuously updated, and their position in the assignment queue can change dramatically based off of your stats, your ratings, and also available orders. So how does it really work? So when a customer places an order, the algorithm identifies the most suitable Dasher for the task based off of various factors, such as real-time optimization. So the DoorDash's AI system processes millions of data points in real time to make dispatch decisions, aiming for speed and efficiency. So what's the composite score I just talked about? Well, Dashers are ranked using a composite score that takes into effect, and I already said this, but we'll go over it, completion rate, which is the percentage of orders accepted versus completed, on-time early rating, this is really big lately, and how consistently deliveries are made on time. Next is customer rating. This is honestly a no-brainer. You should have a high customer rating anyway, but the customer's perception of the Dasher's performance. And then the number of deliveries, a history of active deliveries with a specific time frame, like the last 30 days, which is why we see that on all of our metrics. So then they have a dynamic rating. So the algorithm continuously recalculates Dasher's rating, so the Dasher's position can change if a higher ranking Dasher becomes available. Okay, so let's stop right there. going back to the very beginning of this video, you can have a phenomenal hour and then you can have the slowest hour ever based off of your ranking. And a lot of dashers don't realize that. Heck, I didn't even realize that until I really tried to dig into the DoorDash side of things. When you really think about it, so even me, as of right now, I am at 75% acceptance rate. So I could be having a really fantastic hour, but then two more Platinum Dashers decide to hit Dash Now, but their acceptance rate might be 80 or 85. Well, they just bumped me down into ratings. So that's going to differ the orders that I actually see on the DoorDash platform. So there definitely is a ranking based off of your metrics. So if you think ratings don't matter, you might want to rethink that a little bit. So next is order and dasher matching. So the system ranks both the orders and the dashers and matches those with similar ratings. And then there's predictive modeling. So the algorithm uses models to predict the outcome of an order if offered to a particular dasher, considering factors like estimated prep time, delivery time, and customer behavior. I'm going to assume that has to also do with customer rating. Next are factors that also influence order assignment. See, there is a lot to the algorithm, and getting an order is just not as easy as getting an order to your phone. First is dasher metrics, high composite score influencing by strong performance. In the above metrics, it increases the dasher's chances of receiving better order. Next is location. Being in a high demand area or hot spot, especially near busy restaurants, can increase your order volume. And then merchant participation. The algorithm actually considers the estimated time it takes a restaurant to prepare an order to ensure the efficient dispatch. And then you have customer activity. The algorithm also takes into account customer habits and preferences when deciding which orders to send. And then you finally have scheduled dashes. Dashers with scheduled shifts may also have a certain level of priority in receiving orders. See, that's why I schedule every day. Didn't know this before then. Anyway, and then having all order types enabling all available order types in your account can increase the number of orders you see. That was a lot to unfold about an algorithm, wasn't it? So let me know what you think. Did you know any of this of the DoorDash algorithm? Do you believe it? Do you think that still metrics don't matter? Go ahead. Let me know what your opinions are on this. So is the tier system that DoorDash has complete BS, or is it really designed to work with the algorithm? I think that the tier system is designed to get orders delivered. And I think that they've developed an algorithm to help the tier system get orders delivered. I say that DoorDash is a big game, and I've said this for a while. If you really think about it, I feel like the DoorDash algorithm is kind of the game behind what we play every single day. It's the operating system, right? So I am arming you with information so you can make better decisions for yourself in how DoorDash works. That's why you must master the DoorDash algorithm, because I've said it all along. There definitely is a priority the higher you go. DoorDash does reward drivers for taking orders. Now, do I believe you need to be in a tier? Well, I'm going to leave that opinion up to you, and you can leave it in the comment section. I know from the way that I've worked the DoorDash app over the years, there is a difference when you go all the way down versus what you are up top. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I always say that the platinum level is good for Dash Now and order volume. And if it goes by anything versus the algorithm, you know what? I think it might be onto something in the way the DoorDash app actually works. Now, I'm not telling you how to work the DoorDash app. You can make those decisions for you. You can believe this. You cannot believe this. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you information so you know what to expect on the DoorDash platform. But do I think that the algorithm controls everything a Dasher does? Absolutely. Do I think it controls the orders you see? Absolutely. Do I think that it controls the money you make? Yep. So, with that being said, you know, take it for what it's worth. Work the app the way you want to work it, but know that there is a hierarchy, there is different levels, and there is a lot that goes into the DoorDash algorithm. So let me know, was this information helpful? Did it help you understand DoorDash just a little bit more? And do you think that the algorithm works hand in hand with the tier system? Let me know all your opinions on this and leave it down in the comment section. I always say DoorDash changes all the time. Well, they just did a whole update on the home screen. If you haven't gotten already or you want to learn more about it, you're going to want to check this video out next, and I'll see you over there.